Hey everybody, welcome to this Xbox Life episode 542 titled Mixless. This is the show about Xbox gaming, and occasionally some other things. My name is Rob, also known as Presar on Xbox Live, and with me, as usual, I got my good buddy, Mr. Mark.
Hey, everybody.
What's up? Also,
Howdy ho.
also known as,
Wingman 709.
yes, is that Mr. Wingman 79, Your Highness? Uh,
It's Wing.
Just Wing. Okay.
My friends call me Wing.
Wingster. How about that? Any of that?
No, just Wing.
Wingtastic.
There you go.
Actually, that sounds like a hot wings place. Good stuff there. Alrighty, so you can find us live on Twitch, Mixer, sometimes, and YouTube Tuesdays, approximately 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Sometimes.
Sometimes,
I
yes.
only see us on Twitch, by the way. I don't even see us live on YouTube either at the
Yeah,
moment.
YouTube is sending data. I don't know.
So we're a one stream show tonight, huh?
Yeah, maybe at some point YouTube will decide to do something. So we stream to a restream called Restream, and they're supposed to send it off to all of the different places that you choose. There's like a whole slew of places you can stream to. So one out, and then they send it everywhere else. And we had a surprise today with Mixer. That's the name, Mixless, where it looks like they require like a review of code of conduct, stuff that you shouldn't do, should do. I don't think it's something that we did. I don't think. You haven't been showing any body parts lately on the stream, have you, Mark?
Only my neck and above.
Or fits of rage. At least I
There we
haven't.
go. Woo!
Whoa, hey now.
Now we're getting banned.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to our Twitch stream? It just disappeared.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, so there's like this whole code of conduct thing, and once you watch the mandatory video that you can't stop or pause or anything, your channel has to get a review done so you can get your stream key, and that takes up to 24 hours. So when we go over there, there's a nice 23 plus hours remaining until you get your stream key. But as much of an inconvenience as it is, I get it, right? Because some of these places are trying to maintain what, like family friendly kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're trying to maintain a certain level of quality, probably, because I mean, I would think that they would need that for advertisers, at least for
Yes,
some
probably.
some big money ones, and I guess this is one way to do it, to force a review of all of your channels. But we've been streaming on Mixer for a long, long time, right?
Yeah. Been quite a while now.
Yeah. So, you would think that nice.
Hey, how does he know? I'm in my own house. I don't have to wear pants.
That's right. But on the show, you do have to, there is a code of conduct for TXL, Mark. It's you have to at least wear a shirt while
I
you're
got
on
it
camera.
on.
Yeah, so do I.
I got it on. So hurry up, because I'm ready to strip it off. Me
Yeah.
having to get dressed just for you.
Wait, how does that thing go? Like if you get X amount of followers, you're gonna do something crazy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, Mark won't be inappropriate. He'll just like tear everything off. Was that a counter behind you or something? I can't really tell. But yeah, you'll like clear everything off of there. Did you ever see some of that stuff that
No,
some of these streamers do? Like if they get a follower, they start smashing their chair into the ground. And
not gonna do that.
yeah,
No way.
yes, we are adults here by age only sometimes. But yeah, until Mixer gives us our stream key, hopefully we get a thumbs up. Once we get a stream key, we'll be back on Mixer.
We'll probably be banned because we're called this Xbox Life.
Oh yeah,
That now they review us, they'll be like banning us or something.
yeah, or
So maybe our days are over.
yeah, or yeah, we want to stream games on our platform. We don't want people talking about games. We don't need a format like a podcast format on here. Who knows? Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny that this happened because was it yesterday or the day before? I watched this one video. It was like the top 10 streamers that got like banned that went from hero to zero. And some of the stuff was kind of interesting. Yeah, for the girls, it was mostly inappropriate disclosure, and the guys, it was
Nice.
mostly just saying inappropriate things on the streams. So interesting stuff. But anyway, let's move on.
All right.
So we are not affiliated with Microsoft or the Xbox anyway. This is a show being done by fans for fans of the Xbox. The views and opinions expressed on the show do not necessarily reflect those of Microsoft. So, what have you been playing lately, Mr. Mark?
Okie dokie. Obviously, Fortnite. Working my way through that. Um, it's interesting. So last season, I jumped in like season 6 or week 6,
Mm-hmm.
and just ranked up pretty quick. I mean, I got to 100 pretty fast.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Now this time, I'm like,
I don't think you were going to do it. It's like what you did.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was looking at it the other day, and I'm like, I only got 3 weeks left, and I'm only at like 65. I'm like, I better get on it.
Oh.
But it's like I'm doing all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe it just seems slower this time. But I don't know. Probably just because it's taking longer. I'm in the season longer than I was last time. I'm sure that's all it is. I only played for 4 weeks last time.
Right.
Now here I'm into what, week 7, right? 6 or
yeah.
7. So I've doubled my time, and I'm like, I'm only at 60. So 65, I think. So it does. It's weird. It does feel like I'm slowing down, and I'm still sort of having fun. Not as much fun as I had, I will say, it last season.
This is a weird season. It's I don't know.
It's interesting, all the stuff going on,
Yeah.
but I don't know. For some reason, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not as into the challenges as I was last time, and I think it's just, I played a lot, so it's like I still enjoy it when I'm playing with my kids, but it's like I don't feel like I need to run and play every day now.
Yeah.
So I'm not playing every day, which again is taking up a lot of time, making it take longer. But I think I'm still going to try to get to 100. But then again, too, there's really nothing. I looked at the list of stuff. There's nothing like I really want. Like last time, I wanted that Demi blue skin outfit, or the Demi blue outfit. And so that was a lot of work. And I got it. And I've looked at everything that's like all the way up to level 100. And I'm just like, there's nothing there. There's like one thing I think we get, like a dragon glider, which is kind of cool. But that's like the only thing. And it's like really not a big deal if I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's more of it. It's just kind of like, when I unlock stuff now, it's like, okay.
No, it's no, I totally get what you're saying because, I've mentioned it before. As the seasons come to a close, there's this, I would always feel like I needed to rush to, get it done. And there's a bunch of seasons where I really didn't care about the level 100 thing.
Yeah.
It was usually like a skin, like some skin, like it was like Viking guy and some other stuff in previous ones. And I was okay with not finishing it. Like some I came in at like 20, no, 95, 97. There's one that was like way earlier. In fact, the skin that I play with, the Valor, I think that was the season where I just didn't care after Valor. Once I got that one, I'm like, the other 20, that's fine, whatever. But I think when you are close to level 100, there is a compulsion to kind of like, well, I'm at 97. I should be able to get like another 30
Yeah.
stars, battle stars.
Right.
It's like stopping right before the end of the race. But the thing is, the
Yeah.
race just restarts.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
But the stuff that I think their whole thing with things that are in the store versus battle pass is the battle pass stuff is never going to be in the store, at least
Yeah.
until it is. But the stuff that you buy, you should be able always to rebuy. But if they give it away, like the superheroes from what season 3, 4, wherever that was, like that stuff, which Valor falls into, it's like that's never been in the store. So there is some exclusivity, and they're banking on it too. But I'm also kind of feeling the pressure now to do Save the World because I haven't done much with the event because there's some good heroes in there. And it's like 4 pages of heroes in there.
Oh, I don't even do the like save the world stuff. So like, and when I go in there, and I think it's because I haven't finished the main story, right? So
No,
I
you
don't.
you
It's
can
like if
do
I
the
go do save
event.
the world, I want to do the story.
There's a whole story to the event too.
I know, but it's like just another layer of stuff to keep me from getting the story done,
But
which I haven't done in what, like 2 years.
yeah, but with the event, you get some really good heroes that actually help you in the main game.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose I need to put some time into it.
Yeah, like there's a couple like from the dinosaur one. What was it? Not Jonesy. I forgot his name. He's one of the dinosaur heroes that they had. There's like 2 or 3 of them total. You
Okay.
add it's Southie, something Southie was his name. He is amazing for harvesting. It's like when you build your team for harvesting, like I've got a setup right now where I'm using Jess, Archaeologist with Southie and a couple others in there. And she basically nonstop smashes through things. It's like I don't even pickaxe stuff. I'll smash like 2 or 3 cars at a time. It just smash. And the thing that Southie did, if I remember right, was he kept your energy from dropping too fast. So you could like smash repeatedly, like a whole bunch of times, and then you had a pickaxe while your energy recharged. And you could just destroy a whole level in, I don't know, 15 minutes, like all the buildings and everything just to get all the loots out of there.
Hmm.
But anyway, I'll let you get back to it because
Okay, so
I hijacked your
yeah,
talk there.
I don't want to spend a lot of time on Fortnite,
Yeah.
but I also played some Gems of War. I've been playing more Gears Pop. They did their, and I'm not necessarily too happy about it. They got an update in Gears of Pop this
Yeah.
week.
Yes. Yesterday or day before, I think. Right.
They like nerfed my ink grenades.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
dude, I use those a lot, especially I especially well, I use them period all the time,
Yes.
and I found them to be nice. And now it's like
Oh, you mean
these
overpowered?
things suck. No, I thought they were perfect.
You mean overpowered?
They were OP and now they're not. They're no longer OP. Yeah, you know me.
They were the win
Uh,
condition.
yeah, so a lot of things were nerfed. It doesn't look like they fixed the achievement tracker for Carmine with the shotgun kills. I still that still shows 0 despite him probably having well over to 50 kills. So it seems like that achievement is glitched or not working, or the tracker's not working. I was hoping they'd fix that.
Is he the one
Um,
that has
the
that like
shotgun.
gears charge that builds up under him? That's the one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that's got to be charged up. Maybe the kills before that's charged up doesn't count. I don't know.
Maybe.
But I don't know. Anyways, played that. And I also played finally yesterday, after a week of having the opportunity, having Gears 5 sitting on my box, I finally got to sit down and play Gears 5. And I went through the campaign, or I'm starting. So I started the campaign, and it's Gears. I mean, it's cool. I like the addition of Jack. Um, you can have him go, like, if you can't get through a door, you can like find a switch and send him through to open the door. um but what, and I just added in, it's like you're kind of forced to do it. But what I think is neat is, like, if you see something in the distance like ammo or something, you can send Jack to go get it even while you're in the middle of a battle, and he'll go over and grab the ammo crate and bring it and drop it right in front of you. So it's like, it's pretty cool. If you see a weapon, if you run out of something and there's a weapon, you can spot it and he'll go pick it up for you and bring it to you. It's really neat. I really like that. So you can still stay in cover. Um, so that's really neat. The game looks amazing. So far, the story's really good. I'm really enjoying it. Um, and yeah, I mean, it's Gears, but it does seem to be, I like the improvements I'm seeing in it so far. Also with Jack, the robot, you can um, add on to him. So like you can get him to the point where he will heal your teammates and you. You can have him like stealth mode. You can have him like increase. He has the ability to shock enemies, and you can, So there's, you can customize him, or what's the word I'm trying to say? I don't know. You can improve him. You can, add skill sets. He's got skills or whatever, so you can customize him, which is really cool. It's like another addition to your team and something else to do. So, game's gorgeous, and so far I really like it. I'm enjoying the humor, seeing some of the characters in their older years is quite comical, I think. So we've seen, we got to see old Arcus last game, and now you're seeing old Cole and old Carmine and old Baird, and it's just like, it's kind of cool, and to see their interaction with the younger crew and the story and the comments that they're making, and it's neat. I really like, and I just like the way it's developing. And there's like the story going on between this new character and one of your guys, and they're infighting themselves, and there's a history there. And it's like, as the game's going on, you're learning some of the things that happened to why these two hate each other. And it's really good. It's really good. The game is gorgeous. I haven't tried anything other than campaign. I usually don't. I will probably not do Horde, or I'm not a fan of multiplayer, but I will definitely play Horde. But I love Horde mode, and but I will get through the campaign first. So
Sure.
don't expect any multiplayer or Horde comments from me for a while. So, but yeah, really, really liking Gears 5 so far. It's a very impressive game.
Is it weird to see the characters without their big heads? Their pop
With,
heads?
oh, no, no.
Their heads are so normal.
Maybe they'll put a big head mode in it or something later on.
Maybe.
Turn them all into pop characters.
Yeah.
So, well, that's what I
Cool.
played this
That's
week.
it. All right. Yeah, for me, I did very little gaming this week outside of mobile. Been helping some family move. More of that. Oh, I am so sick of IKEA furniture, dude. You know, IKEA furniture. I mean, I like putting stuff together. I mean, I don't mind like I mean, I enjoy putting my son's Legos together probably more than he does. And I don't mind IKEA furniture because it's you have this like recipe in this book, right, to put it together,
Okay.
and recipe of steps,
Yep.
and when you're done, you're like, I just built that. It's like you get this big thing in your room, and it's like functional. Quality might be suspect, but hey, that's a whole different story. But the the thing is when you go, yeah, I'll help you put your furniture together. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, we could do that. And then you kind of look at the box and you go, yeah, this will take about an hour, hour and a half. 4 hours later, you're still working on it. And you're like, this was an awful idea. Um, it's not difficult or anything. It's just time consuming. And when you're the only one that's, let's say, dedicated enough to do it because your helpers sort of like disappear,
Yeah.
and it's like dealing with it's like having kid helpers sort of.
Well, maybe they were in the fridge looking for something to eat.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
Inside joke there.
yeah. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of that and overseeding lawns and lawn work. It's end of summer here, and I got all this. Well, I've got so many projects to do: car
Hmm.
and garage, house. Oh, that's a whole different story. But anyway, I've been doing real world stuff, I guess, which is a huge stressor. But outside of that, I did get a couple of games in over the past 7 days of Fortnite. Not very much. Gears Pop, I've really slowed down on. It's man that thing I talked about last week. That's really irritating me. That like not being able to deploy stuff all the time. You remember that? It's like you drag something
Yeah.
and it's like not there. You
Yeah.
drag it again and it's not there.
Yeah.
And if you
Or it
can't,
won't let you put it like you drag it and it's lagging behind you. Like you should be able to move up to the top little board or the cover, but it's like the one behind it, even though you have the territory.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, yeah, that's annoying.
And sometimes too, and I think this is more me than the game, but what do you call those things that they keep going up? There's three of them on each side, right? Three or four of them. Those like sandbaggy things. What are those?
The cover, the bear,
Yeah, barricade.
yeah, the barricades and
Yeah, it's like I'll drag long shot to the barricade because I use him all the time. That's the sniper dude. I'll
yep.
drag long shot, and then he goes to the other side of it. It's
Yeah,
like, no, I want
yeah,
you there behind cover.
not
I
in
don't
front
want,
of the cover.
yeah, I don't want you moseying, trying to get up to the next one. But I think that one's more me than the game. But you know, I think that the game has some performance issues that at least kind of hurt the playability for me, or at least they increase the frustration factor. Because I'm sort of used to, I guess, Clash Royale, where I mean, Clash Royale's been out for like 3 years now, or 3.5 years, and
Yeah,
they got their stuff sorted out. It might have been a mess when it first came out, way back when, but the stuff is spot on right now,
yeah,
and Gears with its performance stuff, the fact that it can take a Galaxy S9 Plus Edge, whatever it is, which is like only a year old, and it can say that one of the flagship Samsung phones needs low quality resolution to work. I mean, that doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. And
hmm,
in our crew, Sothlord, I don't remember if I said this last week. Sothlord Lord was telling me that he really likes playing on Windows 10. So on Windows 10, supposedly it's a lot better. But then again, if it runs crappy on like an 8 core bajillion gigawatt system, it's like, all right, you guys need to work on your optimization. Or maybe this game is not ready for prime time. But yeah, I saw that update came through last like a couple days ago, and I was wondering about it, but I totally forgot to play it to check it out. And if they nerfed that ink grenade, I mean that's part of my arsenal.
They did.
It's that might hurt my advancement somewhat. I might have to find something else because that was part of my combo that I always used to have. So I would try to get up there, and then I would my combo that I really liked to do was to do the two Diaz girls, right? Get them,
Yep.
get oh which one was which? So Reina in front and Kate following her, and then to do the emergence hole and the ink
Yep.
grenade. And I mean that was like guaranteed outpost destruction.
Yeah, the ink grenade. So the good news is it costs less. It was reduced. The cost was reduced from 4 to 3,
Ooh.
but the duration was reduced from 12 to 8 seconds.
Ooh.
The damage was minus 25%.
Mm.
The damage interval reduced from 1.5 seconds to 1 second, and the area of damage was reduced by 30%.
Wow.
So, yeah,
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 they did some big stuff like this with Clash Royale too, because they're always analyzing the telemetry stuff of the games
right.
and seeing what's effective, and if something is being abused, they nerf it. If there's a particular card that nobody's using, they might try to make it more attractive.
Yeah, they didn't touch the girls that you mentioned. They're not listed.
Yeah. How about
So,
long shot? Did they?
long shot. Well, long shot gear. Uh, health reduction by 3%.
Okay.
That's it.
Hmm.
So
That's kind of weird, but okay, whatever. It's like, would
the
a
set.
3% nerf even matter? Apparently it does.
It, it can. Some of these can really make a difference.
Well, yeah, if it's a 30%
That's
reduction in
huge.
the ink grenade space, that's
Yeah,
massive.
yeah. That's so. And it does it lost a quarter of its damage. So it
Yeah.
doesn't. It's cheaper, but it doesn't last as long. It does less damage, and it's a smaller area.
So, what I think they did really is, because I do have to admit, it was a massive area. I mean, you could basically sometimes get like two outposts, right?
Yep. I
And
would always put
some,
in the middle of one of the like the main person at the back and one of the sides, and it'd be doing on both of them.
mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Lethal saying he uses ink grenade and it's still very effective. So yeah, I guess it would prevent people from having it be as effective as like an attack item,
right.
because a lot of people, they just ink the outpost and that's it. There's no troops there.
Yeah.
You just can't do that as much. You really need to support it with something for it to be super effective, probably.
Right.
Okay. But yeah, anyway, so Gears pop. Hopefully get back into that and see if I need to change my deck or my whatever you call them. I'll call them deck. No, it's not a deck because they're not cards. They're pins.
They're pins.
Yeah.
Yes. but it's still a I guess you could still call it your deck. You're a deck of pins.
Is it?
I don't know. The deck
Is
consists of
is
all the
it
pins.
is it a gaggle of
Squad.
pins?
It's a squad.
Squad.
It's your squad.
Okay.
So
All right. And then I've been also playing a whole bunch more of Rush Wars. Really liking that game. Again, it's not as intense as some of the other like Clash Royale and Gears Pop, and it's pretty good. I really think that they're going to make some significant changes to the game before it goes into global release. Right now, it's only available in a couple of countries. So if you're in Canada, and I know a bunch of our listeners are up in there, you can join in on that. Or there's a number of methods to um, jump into it early. And Android involves using a VPN service like Tunnel Bear, for example, and then you can Google it. Only listen to reputable sites though. There's a lot of scammers out there that try to get you to install software and stuff. Just do the reputable sites. They have info both for Android and iOS on how to get in on it. And if you do join, I created a whatever it's called, clan, crew,
hmm
team. I think it's a team. It's called TXL Justice. See if we can get that one to be found more easily than it was initially in Gears.
yeah.
So been
A
doing
quick reminder, since
yeah
nobody got, since episode 541 is still not available for some reason.
yeah
Um, the you can, if you put quotes around this Xbox Live in Gears Pop, it will come straight up.
yes
So you can do the search there, and we currently have one open slot. So we do have someone did leave, and we do have an open spot. So it's been
mm-hmm.
there for a couple days. I've been noticing it, so I'm checking. I just checked it right now. It's still there. So if anybody wants to try to find it, get
Oh
in.
yeah.
Got a lot of horde mode going on between the crew, which is cool. I've been playing with Fizzpop and Democulus and Drewski. Let's see who else. There was someone else that I was playing with the other day. Armistice is out there, been doing it. Mirage is in there. Some of these names you guys might recognize that have been on the show and we've mentioned before. South Lord, as you mentioned. So
Did they do anything with the update for knowing if other people are online?
no,
Oh, that sucks.
Stock J's in here too. So yeah, there's things that to me it's interesting because, and not to turn this into a mobile. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, they talk of Fortnite and mobile games. That's it. It's like, no, that's we're gonna talk about some cool stuff here coming up.
Yeah,
But this is what we're playing, and come on, all of you guys are playing mobile games
it's
anyway.
Gears.
So,
Yeah,
and it's Gears, it's
yeah,
related. So, but it's weird because after playing Clash Royale, right? Is
yeah.
that what the other one was?
Yes.
Okay, which I haven't deleted, but I'm not going back to it. That one is so refined and so good that there's all these different things on it. It's like I keep going like, well, how do I know who's on, or how do I just like you got to do a horde invite, but you never know if anyone's going to answer, and the hordes are restricted to your crew, which kind of sucks because
Mm-hmm.
if nobody else is on, or if some of your other crew are on, if they're in a versus, then they're not going to get it. It's like I wish it would like kind of fault after a time to say, okay, let's just go see if kind of do an open
Yeah,
pool
go outside of your
out of your
crew.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it's limited to that, um, but yeah, no, there's. I'm sure they will. I would hope they will add more stuff to it. I'd like to see more than the cedar and the emergence hole as a. I don't even know what those are called. It's kind of your you build up the time to use your power or your bonus power or whatever.
Yeah.
There's only two things. It's like, come on, we could come up with some other stuff. Like put a Brumach in there or something. you know. That'd be nice.
Well,
But anyways, it's the first. It's just
yeah.
released,
No,
so
it's too early.
it
It's early.
it there's some technical things, couple things, but I gotta say it's very it's a very outside of the few technical hiccups, which I can understand because it probably was a very popular little game because it's Gears of War and it's Funko Pop as well. So you've got a crossover there of two different very popular series, merging into a single game. So I think the quality is there. It looks great. I love the animations. I love the sound. The weird thing is like the boomer in the in Gears, you're so used to hearing boom. It's this real deep boom. In the game, he's like boom, boom. And I crack up every time I hear it. But it's not. It's Gears Pop. It's meant to be kind of humorous and funny, and so that they don't have the voices and stuff aren't the same. They're kind of more
Hmm.
comical. So, but it's
Yeah.
kind of funny. You see this guy as he's tromping down, he's like, boom, this little weak voice,
Little like chipmunk
boom.
voice.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah.
So, but the game is really good. I definitely check it out. I think our gearheads will still enjoy it as a nice little
Oh, sure.
something to do when you're away from your Xbox or your PC.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, because that whole thing, at least how they have it right now, of just because this was my experience most of the time. I'll go in and it does that message like looking for squad mates or whatever it is. You sit there. Is anybody online? Are they in the middle
yeah,
of a game? Do you should you wait a little bit longer because maybe somebody's on and they need like another 30 seconds to wrap up and then eventually just give up. And that's annoying. But I'm hopeful
so
they'll fix it. I'm
you
sure
got to
I'm
go
sure they
into
will.
their community forums and make recommendations.
Yeah.
So,
That's got to be a big thing, a big ask if they have
yeah, oh, I'm sure it is.
a section. I'll look it up. I'm curious now. Oh, Lethal was saying their ultimate attacks.
Ultimates, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lethal.
So, yeah,
And I
then
know they're going to add stuff to the game because they've already just. Sorry, I'm
oh,
gonna sidetrack
no
us
problem.
again one more time. Um, they have already added stuff in. So they did their. Oh, great! Here, bring that to me. Oh, no, Rob doesn't want the noise. Sorry, Rob won't
No,
let you
no
have it.
problem.
He's just looking at me like, what? So let me look back at the news here real quick. So, they got a Brumac Horde event coming. So this is gonna run from September 13th through the 16th. So what? 3 days? Come on. There'll be some sweet rewards if you beat the Brumach. They did add new pins. Um, Winter Kate and Jack are both pins that are now available. They can be earned in the Arena 5 gear packs. Jack, he uses the stun gun to take control of the enemy units and have them fight for your side. So that will be really cool. I'm really looking forward to unlocking him. And then Winter Kate, she's armed with her breaker. She charges down the battlefield and deals critical damage to the first enemy she encounters. So that's so again, they've added some stuff in. Those are kind of a celebration of the launch of Gears 5. So, and we
Okay.
got a new horde. So they're already doing changes. They're already got new stuff coming to it. So again, I think that game will continue to grow over time.
Oh,
Also,
absolutely. I think as far as those, I'll call it a Clash Royale ripoff games, it's probably the best one that's come
yeah,
out in like 3 years. And there's been a lot of them. There's a ton of companies trying to capitalize on that market.
just
That
like the battle royale games.
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. And oh, and then one last thing I wanted to add about Gears Pop was, is it just me, or does those packs that you open seem to be weighted on everything that's not in your deck or squad or whatever? I'm getting like all these. all these
Things you don't use.
yeah, exactly. And it's
No, I would say no, that's not the case. Because I
no,
use ink grenades and I get them quite often.
you do. Okay.
Yeah, but um, I it's interesting. Like I don't have multiple decks. Like I think you did in Clash Royale, but
Oh
I
yeah.
always just
Hmm.
I work with one and I swap out who I want. I tend to just stick with kind of the same stuff, so it's not that often that I'll swap something out. I put what in there, kind of what I like, and I just try to level them up.
Yeah.
And that's going to be hard to do in this game. I think these leveling up, like I got to like my character overall, I got to level 10 fast, and I've sat stagnant at level 10 because I guess I as I got into Arena 5, started losing matches, and then you lose points, and
Hmm.
so it's like I don't know if you can possibly drop down a level because I'm barely over level 10. I'm like, man, I've been at 10, for a while now. Why am I not getting up? Because you got to get to like level 20. So I think getting to level 20 is going to be real hard.
Slow.
And the grind, like I swear, it seems like getting the coins, the money to level your stuff up. It just seems to be like, wow, this is going to take a long time. Where in Clash Royale, it didn't seem to be as bad, but there's a ton more units, so maybe it just seemed like you were getting stuff because there were so many more units. But
Yeah. And you came into that like 3 years in.
yeah,
Because like
with Gears Pop, I was on day one. So
yeah. It's like in Clash Royale, I'm level 13, which is the max. It took me like 3 years to get there. And
yeah,
that's being free to play, not dropping a ton of money into it. So who knows? Maybe they have this model where it's more geared towards, people that put some money in. That's, where is that fine line of them wanting to maximize money and punishing players? Because I hate that. It's like that's one
yeah,
thing I don't like about Clash of Clans, where I feel that they punish you for not buying into the game when you're waiting 2 weeks for something to upgrade. Really? Come on. That's
yeah.
nuts. But it's still
So they make their
popular.
money.
Yeah, it's still popular for a lot of people.
Yep.
So yeah, that's really about it for most of the games. And I was hoping to get some gears in yesterday. That didn't happen. I was hoping to get some gears in today. That didn't happen. And we've got Borderlands coming up in what, 3 days?
Oh crap! Is it that soon?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh boy,
One, yeah, 3 days. Because
I
today's the
bought
10th.
it too. I decided to buy it.
Yeah,
I had to. It's Borderlands.
yeah, yeah.
It's,
You
uh,
know,
and you
they've.
know what? I gotta say this too because I really was like, Borderlands. The pre sequel really soured me
Mm-hmm.
against Borderlands. I mean, I don't know what it was. I just despise that game. It's the only Borderlands game I never finished. Um, I didn't like it, and then their other game that they put out, Battleborn. It was like it came out when Overwatch came out. Is it Overwatch?
Yeah.
Is that
Yep.
right? Okay. And it pretty much it just it disappeared immediately because Overwatch just annihilated it,
Yeah, it did.
even though they were different games. But what I didn't like about, and I played a lot of the, already forgot the name of it, Battleborn. I played a lot of it, but what I didn't like was they like used assets and like their menus and their HUDs and everything was ripped right out of Borderlands. And it was like a Borderlands only not. And it's like, come on, that really like irritated me that they would do that. It's like it's supposed to be a different game and they basically just anybody that's played Borderlands jumps into this and goes, "I'm playing Borderlands." What? Why? It had the same look and feel and everything. I mean, the maps and the icons were the same. I'm like, really? You guys couldn't even come up with something unique? Um, And it's just like kind of like I think I'm kind of burned out on that franchise. Well, then they did this, and sorry, I got to go back here. They did this thing in Fortnite where there's an area of the desert that's got a bubble over it. When you go into it, it says "Welcome to Pandora," and everything looks. I mean, it's neat how they can do that, like the switch to the visuals. It completely looks like a Borderlands game, and they've got all the structures and stuff in there, and the loot crates and everything is what you would see in Borderlands. And you get to a character skin of one of the forgot what they're called, the little freaks or whatever. But you can be one of those, and then they got for one of the backblings is Claptrap, and
Mm-hmm.
he talks, and it's funny because he does talk, and it is Claptrap's voice. And like you wear him on your back, and then you jump out of the bus, and he'll be like, "Woo!" and he's like yelling, and his arms are waving, or
Yeah.
sometimes he's like, "Thanks, bus driver." And there's
Yeah.
one where he's like, "Woohoo! Get him, get him!" It's something like, get him, bang, 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 boom, boom, boom," or something like. And it's just even my daughter was just cracking up, and she loves it when he says when he starts doing that. And it was just it's one of those things. So now I run around. I still use my normal character, but I have Claptrap on my back in the game, and just listening to him, just like, all right, I got to get this game. So
Mm-hmm.
it's funny. I had no intents of getting this game until they had that merger in with Fortnite.
Mission accomplished.
They got me, and then I bought the most expensive digital version, so they got me good.
Yeah,
But it's like I'm just starting Gears. It's like I don't like everything going on in my life right now. I just don't have time,
I know,
you
right?
know. And it's like, oh man, I just sat down to start playing Gears, and you tell me now that Borderlands is out in a couple of days. I was like, oh, what am I gonna
Three.
do?
A couple means three.
3
Oh, so no, we
ah,
would say a couple three three.
couple two tree,
No, three three.
couple tree days. Oh, it's tree, right? It's that Chicago
Couple
talk. But
couple
anyways,
couple two tree.
I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Why am I talking about Borderlands? Why? How did we get on this?
No,
Oh
because
well.
I meant
Hopefully,
because I mentioned it's coming out in 3 days.
okay. Well, maybe it makes for maybe it made for good radio. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but
And there's some weird stuff with the release. I was reading the other day that a lot of the reviewers are kind of miffed because they didn't do normal reviews. Supposedly, like or let me rephrase that. They didn't do normal release key releases, codes, whatever releases. What they
uh
wound
huh.
up doing for at least a lot of the reviewers that are on PC is they created a special Epic Games Store account for the reviewers. And then the reviewers had to run like beta versions. They weren't even like final versions of the game. And so that might distract or detract from the experience altogether. And I'm looking here, like some of the so there's actually some review outlets that actually didn't even get codes, and it was titled for security reasons. I really don't understand that. You'd think that they could just give it to everybody, or was it not final? Or did they do something to see if people are going to try to leak info? Who knows? But a couple of the things that they're saying is like here, um, PC Gamer gives it 63 out of 100. Whoa. Borderlands 3 has good guns and bad jokes.
Uh,
IGN says Borderlands 3 is bigger, bolder, and more replayable than ever. GameSpot, it doesn't do much differently, but it does many things better. Borderlands, this is US Gamer, whatever that is. Borderlands 3 ugh, won't convert anyone, but it'll make fans happy. Polygon, Borderlands 3 is often too familiar. Game Informer, It's more of what you loved and not much else. Hmm.
Yeah.
But you could argue that's kind of what Borderlands 2 was, right?
Yep.
It was Borderlands
Yeah. It,
1 plus more. So, if,
yeah. It's still gonna be what people want.
yeah, that's the thing. If you like that whole like intellectual property and claptrap and the look, if you get more of that and it doesn't suck, then it's a win,
Right.
right? But we'll see ourselves in a couple more days. So
Yep.
anyway, I think it's about time we should probably
Yeah. Move on.
get on with the show after 50 minutes already. Okay, couple quick things. If you'd like to support the show, you can do that through Patreon. That's at thisxboxlife.com/Patreon, or search for us on Patreon, This Xbox Life. We've been out here doing this for what, about 10 years now. And if you get, any entertainment out of the show and you'd like to support the show for as little as $1 a month, that would be greatly appreciated. It helps us defray some of the costs with running the show, and would be definitely appreciated. Definitely not required either, but hey, we appreciate it. Also, you can leave us a tip at thisxboxlife.com/donate. Also, subscribe to us on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. Then that also has the added benefit of you getting notification of when we go live on Tuesdays, so that you can participate in the chat. And also, if you're a Twitch user and you have Amazon Prime, you can do one free subscription with Twitch Prime a month. And it would be greatly appreciated if you could send that our way. Definitely use it. Don't let it go to waste. Definitely collect your loot that you get in there as well, right? Every
Yep.
month. And use it. Definitely use it. Don't let it go to waste. And thanks to the real MDK and Zakestar123, which subscribed to us today. But yeah, let's get on with the roundtable topics. You want to start off with the first one?
Yes, I do. All right. So, man, I need a light on in here.
You've got the Brun look.
I'm not trying to go for that. It's just getting darker.
Actually, he does
A full blackout behind you.
no. He lights up a little bit more than you do. Why don't you
All
open up a
right.
web page with a white background?
Oh gosh, no, then it hurts the eyes. I'll adjust it. I'll turn a light on here. Done.
Sure.
So there's double discounts. We all like to save money. So like we were just talking about, Gears just came out. Um, Borderlands is coming out. I think if you are on the NBA 2K or the Madden, those have just come out. FIFA probably. There's we're getting into that time frame of the holiday season, and lots of games are coming. So we need to save money when we can. So if you're an Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, well, let me read this to make sure I get this correct. So for the first time ever, Xbox Live Gold and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will have double discounts on some of the hottest ID at Xbox games. Starting today until Monday, September 16th, everyone will save up to 35% on select titles, while Gold and Ultimate members will save double the discount. So, for example, Rocket League, everyone's going to get 20% off, but if you're a Gold or an Ultimate member, you get 40% off. So, Cuphead, it's 10% or 20 for you Ultimate and Gold people. So that's nice. It's giving a double the discount. There's a game called Full Metal Furies. You can get up to 70% off on that one as well. So it's not all just kind of smaller stuff. But so go check it out. That does end on the 16th. So you got 6 days left from today as of the day we're recording this. So check that out. head to the store on the box
Mm-hmm.
on the Xbox, not
Yes.
a not a not a box, not
Yes.
a cardboard box.
No.
So
Or a big box store on the Xbox store.
yeah, and yeah, so check it out. They've got a there's a if you go to news.xbox.com, which is the Xbox Wire, this is where the story is, and they've got a full lineup of the games. So which is in the Xbox store. So let's see what else is in here. But yeah, they've got a lot of stuff in here.
Okay.
But
Then
that's it.
yeah, HyperX makes a bunch of really cool accessories. I've been using their products for years now. In fact, I've got a HyperX headset right here. My son's got one right there. I've got another one downstairs. Just always like their stuff, both PC related stuff and Xbox stuff. And they have a bunch of new things that just got released. And one thing that I really like about them too is that they seem to be good quality at a good price. So it's not budget, but I think it's a good value, right? Because you can get like headsets and stuff like that for, $300-400 or even more. But, you know, when you're looking at like really nice headsets, let's say sub $100, I found that their stuff is really good. At least that's how it is on Amazon. And the headsets that I always get, they're the corded ones. I kind of swore off the cordless ones after my two terrible Turtle Beach experiences, which are a whole different story. But they came out with two headsets and controller charger. So there's the HyperX Cloud X Chat, which is a single ear chat headset, basically. So it's got the typical, just if you're looking at the video, kind of like what I got on right now. But it's a single ear. It's got a boom mic. It's a wired one, and then also there's the Cloud X Stinger, which is a dual ear. It's got a boom mic again, corded, and 250 millimeter drivers. The HyperX Charge Play Duo is a dual controller charging station, but I don't know. It's one of those that I really don't like too much because it's the kind where the controllers kind of like sit pointing up. If you know what I mean. So that's how they dock into this thing, and I found the corded 3.5 millimeter plug to be very unreliable in the controller itself. So I always use my old controller headset adapters. And what's annoying about this is that I can't charge it with that controller or with that headset adapter in there. I have to unplug that and then put it on the base. Right? That's what first world problems. Is that what they call these?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would no, maybe I'll look at it this way. I don't want to wear out the contacts. That's my concern. It's not laziness. No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, it's a cool looking controller. Doesn't take, I mean, charger doesn't take a whole lot of space. And if you have a wireless headset or if you don't use the adapter, it's perfectly fine. And it says that it can top off two controller batteries in under 3 hours. So, um, yeah, the cost on these on Amazon right now is $30 for the charging station, and the chat is only $25, and then the CloudX Stinger is only $50, which is fairly reasonable for headsets, considering again, you can get one of those. Oh man, what was that brand? Kraken.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, 250 bucks plus for
Yeah,
a wireless one. So,
that's expensive.
yeah, so this is a pretty good deal. So that's it. Over to you, Mr. Mark.
Alrighty. So for those that have been looking forward to some Red Dead, wait. Someone had a typo in here. I bet it was. I wonder if it was spell check. The article says read dead online. It's supposed to say Red Dead online.
Oh, yeah.
So that's funny. But um, that's right on the Xbox Wire page. It's funny. Anyway, Frontier Pursuits are available now on Xbox One with new roles, Outlaw Pass, and more. So today, which this was today actually, September 10th, um, the Red Dead Online introduced 3 new Frontier Pursuits, each presenting their own unique path, filled with themed activities for players looking to thrive on the frontier. That you can become a bounty hunter and hunt down dangerous criminals, partner with Crips in an entrepreneurial venture to turn their camp into a bustling business as a trader, unearth treasures both valuable and arcane as a collector, focusing on one role at a time, or all 3 at once. So, in addition to specialist roles, today's update also includes a wide range of new features and gameplay changes to enhance the overall experience. So, they've added new items, weapons, clothing, and horse-drawn vehicles. Directional damage. Oh, that was smart. Put a piece of candy in my mouth as I was talking. That makes for great radio. Directional damage indicators to display where your character is hit. Additional horse breeds. The ability to change your character's appearance without resetting progress. Well, thank you. That seems kind of an important feature.
Yeah.
and and much more. Each role has a standard startup cost of 15 gold bars to acquire a bounty hunter license, butcher table, or collector's bag. Twitch Prime members who link their Twitch and Rockstar Games Social Club accounts by Sunday, September 8th, which was 2 days ago, will receive the Bounty Hunter license free of charge, while those who missed the deadline should see the license appear free within 72 hours of linking their accounts. Collectors who successfully hunted down all 54 hidden playing cards in GT Online can claim the collector's bag for free through October 14th, 2019. So, blah, blah, blah. Now, those who want even more perks and gear can opt for the Outlaw Pass, which for 35 gold bars offers more rewards over time, such as exclusive clothing, weapon stylings, campsite themes, bonus cash, gold gifts up to 35 bars, and much more. You can find more information about the Wheeler, Rawson and Company Club and the Outlaw Pass at their website. Again, on Newswire. And then all Ultimate Edition players will see the Red Dead Online price waived for 2 new steeds that unlock in the Bounty Hunter's progression: the sturdy Sorrel Breton and the handsome Red Roan Breton. So, and they got still more to come. Yeah, there's more stuff that's still planned to come in the weeks ahead. So, if you are a Red Dead Online enthusiast or wanting to dive in, there's a lot more stuff coming and new stuff added as of today. So, check it out.
So more breeds of horses to pet.
Yeah. So, but I don't know. I would think most people, I myself would probably be the bounty hunter. I probably want to just go track down some people. I think that could be fun in that game.
Yeah.
Go get Billy the Kid.
Get those horse thieves.
Yeah. And then the last thing that I got is so the Ghost Recon Breakpoint. They released some closed beta details and revealed some post-launch information. So the game is going to launch on October 4th. You can start exploring the Aurora Archipelago ahead of schedule in the closed beta, running from September 5th through the 8th. So that just recently happened. Let's see. So we don't care about that. I want to talk about uh, the post launch. So the post launch roadmap for Ghost Recon Breakpoint Year 1 will unfold across 3 episodes. So this will begin every 4 months. The first episode, Operation Greenstone, shares its name with the main story campaign and will include the Project Titan Raid. This will be a replayable endgame challenge that lets players explore an active volcano and push your skills to the limit alongside their co-op squad mates. You get a new class, Engineer, which specializes in hacking, a special Terminator live event that will last for 1 month, updates to the PvP Ghost War mode, including new maps tailored to competitive play, a new factions mission, which includes story driven missions as well as new daily missions. And then each subsequent episode will introduce new story driven adventures, as well as new raids, special events, classes, faction missions, PvP updates, and other new content. It all begins with Ghost Recon Breakpoint on October 4th, or with early access on October 1 if you pre order the Gold or Ultimate Editions. So, um, I like this, and they said year 1. So I like that Ubisoft is kind of they really are supporting their games. And like, what are we into season 3 or 4 for? Um, what's the one I can't think of? Siege, Rainbow Six Siege.
Mm-hmm.
They're supporting the division. Adding more content onto it, and they're going to do the same with the Ghost Recon. So
Oh,
it's nice to see
so
them doing that.
so you mean they're like the opposite of EA and Anthem?
Yeah, definitely
Whoa,
the
whoa, who
opposite of
said that? Whoops,
Anthem.
sorry.
Hey, there's new content for Anthem. I need to go in and play that too. I need to do that.
I
I
saw,
need to finish the
yeah,
Cataclysm.
I saw some stuff the other day, and it gave me the sense of they're talking about like what's going to happen like afterwards, and it seems like we're going to continue with the game. We're not going to kill it. It's like, all right, if you have to talk like that, there's something seriously wrong, right?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if we'll see much more.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you hear right before they shut the game down. It's like, yeah, we're dedicated to this. We really are. And then servers going offline
Yeah.
the next week.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And then was that it
That's
for
it.
Breakpoint? Then
Yep.
a couple interesting tidbits surfaced recently with Scarlet. Just a couple of things that I thought were kind of interesting. So Scarlet coming out in a little bit over a year, right? Holiday 2020 or
Yep.
holiday-ish 2020, whatever that means. I'm guessing probably
November.
November. Yeah. And actually, let's see here. Because I think we did this for the other consoles. Let's look at November 2020. So would it release on a Friday or a Tuesday? Didn't we go over this with the X, I think?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm guessing probably November 20th.
That sounds like a good date.
Yeah,
Is that a Tuesday?
it's the third Friday. Wait,
Friday.
when's Thanksgiving? Is that the third or the fourth
Would be the week after that.
Thursday? Is it the fourth Thursday or the third Thursday? I can
It's
never
usually
remember.
around like 24th or something, I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, I would guess it's probably the the Friday before Thanksgiving. So 13th or 20th, whichever that is. Anyway, so there's a couple things that surfaced.
November 28th in the US this year. It'll be November 28th.
Oh, is that Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Let's see, November 2020. Wait, what day? 26th? Is that what you said, or the 28th?
28th.
28th is a Saturday.
Well, then this site was wrong.
Was that when Thanksgiving is?
Yeah, we're
I
switching it from Thursdays to Saturdays. That's
yeah.
Where did I just see that? Did I close it out? I must have closed it out.
Anyway,
I'll find it.
yeah. So
Whatever.
a couple things surfaced. We'll know more when they tell us, right? So there was an interview with the coalition's technical art director, Colin Penty, um, talking about gears and so forth. And
The 28th is a Thursday.
November 2020,
Oh, 2020. Well, now you're just
next year,
asking for.
dude, not this year.
You just want too much. It'll be November 26th.
Okay, so it's probably the 20th then.
Okay.
Okay, so there was an interview with Colin Penty, a technical art director at the Coalition, aka the guys that make gears. And they were talking about gears, and then there's some talk on Scarlet, I guess, or development on it and all. And he said, we don't have anything to announce right now in terms of gears with the new hardware, but I'm definitely super excited about what the new hardware could do. Having dedicated ray tracing cores is huge. So ray tracing is something that cropped up, in the recent generations of the NVIDIA um, uh, GPUs. So we can pretty much say that ray tracing is going to have center stage in Scarlet. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool because ray tracing does look good. It does look good.
Yeah, Sony's got it on the PS5 too.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be big in the next gen for sure.
Yep. And then there was also an event. Well, I guess I'll call it that. An event today where Phil Spencer was playing Destiny 2 with Bungie's Pete Parsons.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to watch that. Mark, you said
Yeah.
offline that you didn't watch it either. But one thing that Phil said was this week he got to play his first games on Project Scarlet.
Oh.
So that's kind of cool. So we know that it's operational. I mean, we don't know what state it's in. How good
He
or
didn't make any comments about how awesome it was.
no.
Uh,
So I guess you can see the development cycle, right? I mean, these things are, I mean, this is something that I always kind of wondered about. It's like, all right, you're having a global launch, right? Of a
yeah.
console. Although they're probably going to do what in those regions that they've always done with these consoles, maybe. But
No, Xbox One was available worldwide.
yeah,
It launched everywhere.
okay.
So I would imagine they'll do the same thing if they can.
So, all right, if you have, let's say, the release on what do we say, the 20th? At least that was my guess.
Okay.
I gotta look at it again. Yeah, Friday the 20th. I'm sorry, Lethal. Thursday, November 5th is wrong. That's not gonna happen. But if you're gonna have that November launch, how long does it take to build enough consoles for a worldwide launch? Like, when do you start that process? Do they start building them like in June
I
or
would imagine they're
even
going to have to.
earlier?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think once they've got everything, they can probably push those things out fairly quickly. And everything's done by machine nowadays.
Yeah, but they still like the factories have to, probably Foxconn, I'm guessing. They'll have to tool up for it. They'll have to have like production samples that have to go through testing and
Hire new kids.
yeah, exactly.
Hire new 8-year-olds to box up and build our Xboxes.
Get new nets for the buildings down there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see those pictures? They put nets around the housing.
That's messed up,
for
dude.
people jumping.
That's just messed
And
up.
no, they're not trampolines
Yeah,
either.
no, they're not.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we don't want to go down that road. That'll just.
yeah, but it's kind of interesting now that Xbox Boss finally got to play on Scarlet. More than 1 year ahead of the global launch, so it is up and running. I'm sure in prototype form, and I'm curious to see also how the thing's going to look. Is it going to mimic the lines of the Xbox One S and X, or is it going to be something totally different? Wonder.
Um, I think it's got to look a little different.
Yeah.
They always make them look different, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. So that's about it.
Nope.
Just yeah, those two things and the Scarlet. All right, and that's it for the roundtable. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail, you can do that at our website, thisxboxlife.com. Click the voicemail widget on the right hand side of the screen, leave up to a 90-second message. If you want to talk longer, send us two or more, whatever. Or you can also do an MP3 recording and send it to contact at thisxboxlife.com. Also, you can send us an email to contact at thisxboxlife.com as well. Doesn't have to be a voicemail. Also, we have a Twitter account and a Facebook group. If you want to join the Facebook group, you do have to ask for membership. That's how we keep the spammers out, answer the two questions that we have in there to keep the spammers at bay. And anything that you post in it, because it is a closed group, anything you post in there will not go into your timeline. So we have some privacy, I guess, for our gamer talk. And I did forget to mention one thing. This was the 20th anniversary of the Dreamcast launch. So the Dreamcast came out 20 years ago. 9/9/99 was the release date. So it was yesterday, 20 years ago. That was a
Cool.
fantastic system.
Yeah.
I loved the Dreamcast. It's probably outside of the Xbox, it's probably my second favorite console that I've ever had. And I had a whole bunch back in the day working at Circuit City.
Yeah.
The willpower only lasted so long. It's like,
Well, power's good until the paycheck's in your hand.
yeah, exactly. Actually, eventually, I came to terms with my situation where it's like I can only resist so long, so I may as well just get it up front instead of like, no, I'm not gonna get it. No, not gonna get it. And then like 2 weeks later, I get it. No, just
Yeah.
get it up front if you want it, get it.
Yep.
But yeah, there's some cool articles. There's one that I saw. I haven't read it yet. It's about how Dreamcast predicted everything on like about current gen consoles 20 years ago, and there's a guy that has a pretty cool YouTube channel, Modern Vintage Gamer. I believe he's out of Australia. He does some pretty cool like behind the scenes talk. He talks about the systems and running homebrew software on them, and it's just really interesting. And he had some pretty cool stuff about the technical aspects of the Dreamcast and so forth. But yeah, you might want to check that stuff out. Pretty good channel. But anyway, that's it with the community stuff. Let's on to the retail releases for the week.
Okay, Rob, what you got for us today? What you got for us to play? Give us a list of games that we can buy and play. Okay, Rob.
Okay, for the week of September 9th through the 13th. On the 9th, we had, that was yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yep.
Today's the 10th. Yes, so that's weird. Monday release. Wow. Path of Exile, Blight. Today on the 10th, we have Grid, the car racing game. Oh, wait. Oops. That one is going to be October 10th. So scratch that one. Looks like the release date got changed. All right. And then September 10th for reals, we have eFootball, PS 2020. Was that like Pro Evolution Soccer, I think? Or something along those lines. NHL 2020 Ultimate Edition. Both of those were actually Xbox One X enhanced. We have Greedfall, Xbox One X enhanced. And I heard Greedfall. I was reading some headlines earlier today, and looks like there's some issues with Greedfall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gotta look into that. Sort of curious to see what that was all about. Also on the 10th today, NASCAR Heat 4, Gears 5, Xbox Game Pass, Windows 10, Xbox One X Enhanced. On the 11th, tomorrow, we have Distraint. I think that's how you say that. Super Dodgeball Beats. Kalina Legacy on the 13th. Ellen the Game. I don't know if it's that host. The talk show host. I'm guessing no. And
No.
then Light Fairy Tale Episode 1 on the 13th. So it's a turn-based JRPG. So got a bunch of stuff coming out. And what's interesting is they didn't mention Borderlands here in this list because that's supposed to be on the 13th. You would think you would be on there.
Well, this is going to. Oh, is it going to the 13th?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Wait, did they change the Borderlands release date? Let's look this up. Yeah, September 13th, 2019.
Well, somebody missed it.
Yeah. And yeah, we get to see people complaining because isn't it on the Epic store? Isn't that like the PC release?
Oh,
Or is
goodness
it
gracious.
Epic and Steam or something? I know they're doing something weird with it. So we get to hear people complaining about the Epic store. But hey, all I know is I get like 2 or 3 free games a week from them that I never play. Just like my monthly humble bundle thing that I get. But anyway, yeah, that's the games in Borderlands on Friday. Now we just need more time to play all these games.
But the question I have, it might be one of those if you bought it might not be on the list because I think the 13th is if you pre-ordered or you bought the ultimate super deluxe or deluxe editions, the standard may not be out till next Tuesday. Yeah, that nowadays that seems to be the case. They just keep. It's funny. I'm looking at it now, even on the site. They don't list a date on here. So
Yeah, I see like some stuff from August. Or here, Borderlands 3 release times. All right, GameSpot, do not play it. Don't. Okay, it's muted. I hate these sites with these videos that they have. So you can preload the game up to 48 hours before launch. It releases on September 13th. And here's the times when it will unlock on consoles and PC. Vault Hunters will be able to access the game on September 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific. Borderlands 3 will see a rolling midnight unlock on consoles, which means Xbox One players in the US can go vault hunting at 9 p.m. Pacific. Downloads can start up to 48 hours ahead. And so wait, So that means Thursday, because Thursday is the 12th at 4 p.m. Pacific, which is what, 6 p.m. here in Central. Interesting. And then consoles get it a little bit later. Yeah, and then they have a global release map. Oh, that's PC. Global release times console. San Francisco, September 12th is 2100 PDT. So you get it on console at 9 o'clock your time.
Okay.
Interesting. Well, that's a little bit of a surprise. Maybe that's why they can't.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't mention it in here, because it's got that. Well, it's like, what day do we put it on? Do we put it on
Yeah.
Thursday? Do we put it on Friday?
Yeah, they normally will put that in to show like the Tuesday release or when the
Mm-hmm.
the main, not the early releases, but so I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all weird nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
So, all right.
All right. Retail. I was not retail releases. Those were the retail releases. Games with Gold.
We did that.
Yeah. Xbox One. We have for September Hitman, the complete first season for the entire month, and for just about another 5 days, we have Forza Motorsport 6 coming out. And then when is that? Is that on the weekend, I think, that it changes? No, it changes on Monday. So I'll mention that one. Then next Monday, we have We Were Here. That's the new game for the second half of September. Games with Gold back compat, Xbox 360. We have Earth Defense Force 2025 going through the 15th. And then on the 16th, we have Tekken Tag Tournament 2. TTT. I guess you can have a T with the 2 also. So that's 4 T's. Or T to the 4th. Okay. That's it for Games with Gold. Then if you make any purchases on Amazon, make sure to use our affiliate link. Like, hey, if you're buying those HyperX headsets or charger, use our affiliate link. You can find that at the Facebook group or on our website. Click through there each time you use that, because it doesn't persist for very long. They don't allow that to sit. And it doesn't cost you anything extra, but we get a tiny little fee for sending you their way. Kind of like a, hey, thanks. Thanks for the customer. Also, if you're an iTunes user, find us in the iTunes store. Give us a 5-star rating. If you could, it helps us get boosted in the rankings over there. Then follow us on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube. If you have Twitch Prime, give us a subscription or give it to somebody. We'd appreciate it if it'd be us. And then thanks to Learned Your Lesson for the music. And that's all I've got for episode 542. How about you, Mark?
I got nothing. I'm Mark, aka Wingman 709, taking off.
And I'm Rob, also known as Presar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you all next week.